Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. Ellarie here. Yes, I am sitting at a makeup chair. I'm actually going to do my makeup today. I know that is so rare nowadays for me. Obviously I love makeup still, but I've just kind of lost the fun part of it. Usually anything that turned into work just isn't as fun anymore. And I got a little rebellious and just was like, I'm just gonna do my regular devilish schmegula face and just try to do other stuff outside of makeup because I want to find like the fun in it again. Haven't found it yet, but I'm working on it. And I wanted to make sure that I ended off this ratchet ass year with some makeup. That's only the right thing to do. I'm nervous. Y'all know when I'm fresh off of my makeup hiatus, I usually do something that I end up hating, even though it may look good. I just be like, oh my gosh, I couldn't just start with like a bronze eye. Cause I'm really gonna be getting freaky in the club today. Like, I'm about to just try to just do some stuff. And I'm gonna be using some new stuff. Well, it's not new, it's just I ain't used it. This should be interesting, but I ain't never scared. So yeah, full face. My nails are ratchet, just like my life. Don't worry about those. I actually really need this finger, so look at God. You never understand his plan, but he was like, I knew you were gonna do one more makeup tutorial for the end of the year. Let me free up a finger for you so you can really go ham, you know what I'm saying? I'm missing hella lashes. I'm getting them done on Friday, so I felt like this was the best time to get a little messy because, you know. Anyways, I'm talking too much. Actually, no, this is a chit chat. I'm also gonna give you guys a life update. Not much has changed, but I feel like we can still talk about how boring my life still is, and you know, maybe you guys can encourage me to, like, I don't know. I really don't, honestly. Before we get started, please, if you could just donate one click to help a needy child. I'm just joking. Make sure you guys subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff. And let's see if I still got it. Still using Precisely My Brow in the 24-hour brow setter. I actually just got refilled on this. Shout out to Benefit because they sent me like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry thinking about it. Like 5 or 6 of my shade in this pencil, which you guys know by now I use this pencil a lot. I love pointy eyebrow pencils, and this is one of my faves, so thank you, Benefit babes. The year is almost over, which normally I'm usually excited about, like, oh my gosh, new year, new beginnings, new things, new number, who does? But now it's kind of like, I feel like we're gonna have to drag baggage over into the new year, and I'm not excited about that. It doesn't feel like it's gonna be a fresh start. Coronisha, I'm sure she's still coming, even though ain't nobody asked her to come in the first place. Even though I thought we got rid of Trump, he still seems like he don't want to go nowhere. He's still irritating everybody. And we just have like a new way of life that is just not the business. It just doesn't make you as excited for the new year anymore. Even New Year's Eve, like, this is usually the time where everybody's deciding, okay, what we gonna do for New Year's Eve, y'all? Like, are we gonna go party? Are we gonna go out of town? Are we gonna do something at the house? And now it's like, okay, what channel is the ball drop? It just really sucks, especially for someone like me who loves to like get into stuff. Like, I like going out. I'm still a clubber, unfortunately, at my tender age. I still like going out and getting in this section every now and then, you know, popping a bottle or two, standing on a couch, shaking my ass off beat. Like, some of those things still give me excitement, and I didn't do that once this year. And it makes me sad because it was like at least an annual thing on my birthday to, like, you know, stomp holes in couches. And next year, I'm turning 35. Oh my gosh, I said that out loud. 35 is gonna be like, oof. I might cry because that means like I'm 5 years away from 40. Like, girl, I was just 20. I have no problem with getting older as long as, you know, I'm aging like a fine wine. But for me, it's just like the older you get, the more like I'm gonna feel like I need to slow down just to take care of myself, and I'm not ready to slow down. I'm still single. Like, I'm still living my life like it's, well, I'm not living like my life like it's golden, actually. 2020 got in the way of my hot girl streak. I was really like a cold girl this year. Nothing was popping. I don't even want to get too far into details about my personal life, but I almost like lowered my standards a couple of times, and then I had to catch myself like, girl, what is you even. Don't even. It's never that serious, sis. Like, just go home. Thanksgiving, my mama over there praying for me to have a man. I'm like, am I hitting rock bottom? Like, what's with all the prayers for Ellarie to find a man? Like, I'm okay, guys. I'm okay. But you know, I'm at peace with it, you know? Obviously, this isn't the way I would want it to go, but God has his own plan, you know? Who knows who's waiting for me? And I'm gonna be like, okay, you are worth the wait. You know what I mean? So don't lose hope, ladies, if you're still out here single in these streets. And also, as you guys know, Yoshi is in virtual school. She's actually in class downstairs right now. She has been doing her thing too. She had one little hiccup where she was just like super behind and was trying to be slick about it. And I got an email from her teacher and I was like, not my child. So we had to like whip her back in shape. But other than that little hiccup, she's been doing amazing. And I'm done Christmas shopping, even though I said that, but I was just on Amazon last night buying more stuff. I'm trying my best not to buy any more stuff. Like, I honestly wish that my sister will lock me out of the Prime account just so I can just sit down somewhere and stop being bored on Amazon, because it's the devil. But I am super duper excited about Christmas. I'm excited and not so excited at the same time, because I do miss California. Even though my mom and most of my family are out here now, a lot of my family still lives in California. And one of my best friends, I don't think I've ever shown her on my channel, but she's like my best friend from junior. I met her in junior high school, but we became like best friends in our freshman year of high school. She's pregnant again. She's having a baby, and I've never been there when her babies were born. She wasn't there when Yoshi was born either, but I love babies. You guys know that. So I'm kind of sad she's having a December baby. It's her first girl because she has 2 boys, and I really wanted to be there for this one, but obviously with Covisha, traveling is just like, so I won't be able to see her little girl. Even though I did send her a little gift, Amazon. And I also wanted to go see my family on my dad's side, because not to bring down the mood, because I'm just gonna touch on this really quick because this is not supposed to be a sad video. My big mama, she passed. She was 98, and I was really sad about it. I still am. That's why I don't want to talk about it. But she was 98. A lot of her kids, including my granddaddy, died before her. And I think it was just her time, which is why I try not to be so sad about it. Because when people live full lives, it's something to celebrate. Like, they were blessed to be here that long and to go out just ready to go. It's not many people that live long enough to be at an age where they just like, child, I'm ready to go. You know what I mean? And my auntie Ann said that she was ready to go. So, rest in peace, Big Mama. Super blessed that me, Yosh, Callie, my sister, we did get to see her this year. Like, it was like at the beginning of Corona, we went to California for a little bit. We took pictures. We got to learn more about our family and see her this year, which was dope. All right, my eyebrows are done. We're about to get into the eye look, which I have something in my mind that I want to do, and I'm nervous about it because it's like, in my mind it's like, girl, that's a lot. I'm gonna use the Raw Beauty Christy ColourPop at Forest Side palette. I wanted to use this when it first came out. So just to give you an idea of where I'm at in my head, I'm trying to do like a greenish, like darkness with the center of gold. Sounds pretty, right? Yeah, let's just hope things go well. Okay, so I'm gonna start with Fiddlehead, which is like this lighter green down here. Then I'm gonna go to Emerald City, bam, bam. And I might even do some PNW, which is like this darker bluish green. So I'm gonna hit bam, 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 right? And it's gonna look like a mess because those are really dark colors, and I'm gonna like kind of blend them out. And then my plan is to remove the center and pop in West Coast, this gold color. I'm just telling y'all my vision so you can see where I'm going here. I'm gonna pop in West Coast, the gold. And then I'm gonna put Lake Moss on top of it, because it has like, West Coast is like gold, and then I feel like this Lake Moss Super Shock shadow right here, it looks like green gold, you know what I mean? So I'm just like pop that in the middle for a little pizzazz. Hopefully that will look like dope, and then I'm gonna do my face and the bottom eye, and then we're just gonna be like, you know, that's hopefully the reaction I have at the end, like, okay, so let's start with, I'm using my Sigma Detail Diffused Crease Brush E33, and I'm going to use Fiddlehead as the first shade. But yeah, what else has been going on? Stilo has been going really great, which is awesome. I was actually like in the midst of trying to kind of take a break from Stilo because I wanted to like rebrand the whole thing. If you guys don't know, Stilo is like my little t-shirt, apparel. It has a lot going on right now, which is why I wanted to rebrand. But it's like my little apparel company that I have with my sister, where we do custom t-shirts. And then Yoshi has her corner. She's doing clothing and accessories. And Callie is gonna have her own corner with her own apparel and accessories or whatnot. And then I wanted to keep the t-shirt line and also do clothing. Like, yeah, it sounds like a lot, but that was the goal. It's just when I was getting ready to like rebrand everything and work on like finding new vendors and possibly getting someone to create what I wanted for the site, Coronisha, you know, shipping and all that stuff started to get delayed, and I didn't want to start something new when I couldn't promise like when stuff would be available and things like that. So we just kept it strictly t-shirts this year, and luckily we already had a batch of clothing ready to go for Yoshi. But it's still something that we're working on. It's just probably gonna take a little bit longer to get it exactly how I want it. But yeah, shout out to everybody who's been supporting it so far. We had a little viral moment with Callie's t-shirt, and that was really hectic because, as I said, we make the shirts ourselves. That was like a design like my sister and her husband came up with. It went viral right after the election, and when I tell you we were up, like at one point my sister did not go to sleep. It got so bad, like it was like 6 o'clock in the morning and I was losing sight, like literally going blind. And she's over there just like, and I'm looking at her, cause you know how you be waiting for somebody else to be like, all right, let's end it here. I got to the point where I realized she was never gonna say that, and I was dying. Like I was dying, and I was like, yo, I don't know about you, but if I don't close my eyes right now, I might lose my vision forever. Like we gotta chill and pick this up. It was like that bad, just because we were trying to get it out to y'all. So it was like a good busy though, because obviously we were super excited that we had so many to make, but it was just a lot of work. That's all I'm saying. And I know a lot of people wonder why I still, even though I've been doing this for how many years now, I put a lot of work on myself that I really don't have to do, as far as like editing and making the t-shirts and doing a lot of stuff in-house. And I really tried this year especially to try to hand off some of the work to someone else. Like I actually used the editor for like 3 videos, not my videos, on Yoshi's channel. She made like one of my videos that I had for like some sponsored content, and then she did like maybe 2 or 3 of Yoshi's videos, and she wasn't bad. She did pretty good. That wasn't the issue. Like she's pretty good. It was just like, I feel like for certain stuff that is like black and white, like challenges and stuff usually for Yoshi's channel, where it's like not rocket science how the format of the video is supposed to go, I'm more comfortable with letting someone do that as opposed to like a vlog or something like this. I'm too much of a perfectionist in my head. And granted, my videos aren't perfect, but when I want something to go a certain way, I want something to go a certain way. And I don't feel like everybody sees my vision all the time. So it's really hard for me to give someone control over stuff that I want done a certain way, especially my vlogs, because for me my vlogs are like my favorite thing to do, just because it's kind of like watching a TV show pretty much for 20-30 minutes or whatever. So I like it to flow. I like it to, you know, be seamless and things to be put in a certain spot. I don't like a lot of memes and graphics popping up out of you. I like it to be simple and to flow, and I don't know. I feel like my ideal editor would follow me already and understand like what I like. A lot of the people that were coming to me to edit my videos were just like people who just wanted to get some side money. It wasn't anybody who actually watched my content that could really get my vibe. Because of that, I just don't feel like I've found the right editor for me just yet. So yes, I still edit my videos, I still film my videos, I still am a one-woman show over here. 2020 hasn't changed that, unfortunately. And even though I would love to do more than one video a week, because I do me and Yoshi's, it's basically like I am doing 2 videos a week because I have to post her content on Thursdays, mine are on Wednesdays, and we still have, you know, to do Instagram content, which I slacked on a lot. Like, it's a real life sweatshop up over here. And then middle of the year, I had another little moment, right? I'm going into Emerald City now, by the way, where I just felt like I wasn't in control over my career anymore as far as social media is concerned, because the algorithm, ever since the algorithm situation happened, like I've been like going, phew. It's like been really hard to get new eyes on my content, and anytime I feel like something is out of my control, I don't want to have nothing to do with it. Everybody thinks being a YouTuber is easy, but I think a lot of people that are YouTubers have constantly said over and over that it is actually very tough executively producing your own shows like 3 and 4 times a week. So it's very hard. And then when you feel like you're delivering something that is really good and nobody sees it, nobody interacts with it, and it's not like your fault, it is really tough. Real tea, like all the brands who like said that they messed with you, like, oh, we just have the greatest relationship. All the brands that were just like busting down your door when things was looking good, they gone. They left, okay? Some of them are still sticking around because they know that what you got is like really good content regardless, but all the people that are just worried about the business, which is obviously, it's understandable, but yeah, it just kind of shows you that this is obviously just like any other industry, where if you're not hot, you're not like, we're not interested. And it's not even that you're not hot, it's just like Instagram, YouTube, whatever, however they want to present everybody's stuff to the world. You're just down here and everybody else is up here. Even if their stuff isn't that great, it really doesn't matter. It just got to like a point where I was just like, I'm over this. I feel like I am just wasting my time. I'm putting hours and all-nighters into this stuff and nobody can see it. So I had that little moment middle of the year where my mom had to talk me off the ledge, because I was just like, I don't know if I want to do this anymore. It's like stressing me out. It doesn't feel fun. It doesn't feel like I have creative control over anything anymore. I'm just blah blah blah. And I know this is gonna sound like cliche. Okay, this is getting really not blended. I need to like focus a little bit. But I know this is gonna sound really cliche, but honestly, and I'm just keeping it real with y'all, when it could be like 2 of y'all that leave a comment like about how you're excited that I post, or you guys know something that I said years ago that I'm doing currently. Like anytime I get those comments of people that I know really genuinely support me and look forward to anything that I do or post, or excited for me, rooting for me or whatever, it could just be 2 of them, and that helps me like get out of my funk. And I'm just being 100, like, because I know there's been like, not even people but products that I love like so much. There used to be this deodorant, right, that me and my mom used to love so much because we have like perspiration problems, right? And we used to use this deodorant like, and be like, why isn't everybody using this deodorant who sweats? Like it was like mutanic deodorant that like you would put it on, you could run a mile and magically there was no sweat. under your arms, which is probably why they took it off the market, because they had some cracker or something up in there. But it was just like one of those things that me and my mom were such fans of, and then it was gone, and I felt like I needed that. Like, why would you do that? Even if it was just me and my mom buying that, like, why would you leave us? You know, we needed you. So it's kind of like that. Obviously, you know, the subscriber count counts for something, but 600,000 people aren't watching my videos. So the people who are, that really appreciate watching me, and I put them in a good mood for whatever reason, I'm doing this for yous. I'm literally doing this for y'all, because I'm honestly one of those people who feel like I could do anything that I wanted. I could get Stilo at a good place where I could put all my energy into that instead of splitting my time and make that work. Like, I'm one of those people, I'm not afraid to start something, and whatever I start, I want to be like really great at it. So feeling like I'm not really great at this anymore is like, or not even really great at it, because I still think I'm great at it. I just feel like I said before, it's like, it doesn't matter how great I am, like, I have no control over getting myself to the next level, because it's all about people who watch, people who like, people who comment, people who interact. And when that stops, it's kind of like you're entertaining the same audience, therefore it's hard to grow, you know? And that's the whole point of this all, is to grow. So yeah, I digress. That happened middle of the year. I was super bummy and in a rut and cussing everybody out, because I just felt like my family, my friends just don't understand, which they don't, but you know, I was kind of just in a rut, long story short. But I feel like I'm better, because like I said, I got a lot of people who do fuck with me, and I fuck with y'all. And even though makeup may not be as fun to me anymore, doing what I do is fun to me. And I'm able to help my family, I'm able to help my friends and other people. And I'm not ready to call it a quits, just not. So y'all are stuck with me for a little while longer. Okay, so I just realized that I'm not really doing exactly what I said I was gonna do, because these colors, like these dark shades, were supposed to be on the sides too, like the inner lid, outer lid. So I'm gonna try to go in with the P&W, this darker shade right here, and I'm gonna put that right here, and then I might have to step away from the camera and like really blend my life away, because I feel like sometimes when I do these chit chats and I'm talking at the same time I'm trying to blend, I'm not really blending well. And because I'm messing with so many colors, like this could really, oh wait, okay, wait, this one's bringing it back to life. It doesn't look cute right now, but watch, like, the power of makeup. Watch how I freak this. I'm getting excited now, okay? I remember when I first started recording and filming, not even recording, because I kind of started on Instagram. When I started like doing Instagram videos and pictures, I remember like my whole goal, and a lot of the reason why I took off back in the day is because I always wanted to do something different. I always wanted to do like a really colorful, out of the box look, because back then a lot of people I felt like were like doing like the same looks, safe looks. It wasn't as like crazy as it is now as far as people taking their creativity to the next level. It was just like makeup, pretty makeup looks. And I was trying to make colorful like look pretty, because a lot of people always were like, oh, brown skin girls, dark skin girls can't wear certain colors, can't do certain looks. So that was like my goal back then, was like to just do super bold, colorful looks and make them look wearable and pretty. And I definitely don't do that anymore, which sucks, because that was when I used to have the most fun, just being like creative and shocking myself. So that's kind of like where I'm trying to, my goal today. I miss painting. I'm getting a little closer, because I think it's important to show the process, how something can start off like looking really messy and like not that great, and the outcome can just be like, wow, she did that, you know? And now I'm just gonna try to like, because right now I just feel like it's like, bam! This part is not supposed to be blended, because I'm about to wipe this whole middle part off, but I want to get this crease right, because I feel like it's really choppy right now. So be back in 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes. All right, so I did both eyes. Now I'm about to remove the center, okay? Don't be alarmed. Right now, looking like I got hit with a two-headed quitter. We're about to change this around, okay? So I'm gonna use these makeup corrector swabs. I think I got this in my Sally Beauty box. They're from Salon Perfect. I usually use these when I have like eyeliner or mascara that I really need to wiggle into because they have like pointed tips as such. Okay, let me clean up the sides first. I'm just gonna pull it straight out so that it's nice and crispy. All right, that was easy. Now I'm gonna get another one. These are a little juicy, so I'm nervous about all the juice. Get rid of some of it. So I'm gonna go up in the crease. And I want the outside to be a little whiter than the inside. All right, and it doesn't have to be perfect right now because we're gonna go in with some concealer to like really crispify it, you know? All right, now I'm gonna use this little tiny flat synthetic detail brush and I'm gonna go over this little empty area. So I just realized I wasn't recording. All I did was use my finger with the West Coast and popped it in the middle. And I'm just using a brush now to get into the places I couldn't reach with my fat finger. Spray a little setting spray, not too much. And try to stay off that pretty little line. I'm gonna try to blend these corners in. Y'all, listen. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just gonna add some more of these 3 greens and try to blend in these corners. And we're working the blenderization inwards towards the center. We're not gonna blend the top though. We're gonna leave her alone, keep her nice and crispy because we might even line her with some gold glitter. See, this is another reason why I haven't done like super dramatic lately either, because I have been doing this for like way longer than I'm used to doing makeup lately. I have stuff to do and I just feel like I am wasting time on my eyelids. Y'all know it gets dark like at 5, so I be feeling like there's no time to do anything. I hate daylight saving times. Like I wish it would just go away forever. All right, finally for the top of the eye, because I'm so ready to move on, I'm just gonna dab a little bit of this Lacamas Super Shock shadow, just because it has a little bit of that greenish in there. This is probably barely even gonna be noticeable, but. And then I'm gonna get this Too Faced glitter. It's called Lemon Zest. It's kind of like a yellow, greenish, goldish glitter too. Can't really see it on camera. And since it has a fat wand, I'm gonna go in with a skinnier little brush because I wanna outline the top of this cut crease. Tap along this crease very thinly. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are now to the face portion of this tutorial. I'm using Smashbox Original Photo Finish Primer, the OG. I am finally trying out the Huda Beauty, what is this foundation called? Peanut Butter Cup, oh wait, that's the color. Her foundation sticks pretty much. I'm gonna try the shade Peanut Butter Cup. I haven't used a foundation stick since like 13 BC. I'm usually a liquid girl, but I was a foundation stick girl, so sometimes you know you gotta bring it back. It's like remember how like bomb it is, so. And I'm still gonna blend this in with my beauty blender. Some things never change. I don't know if this is full coverage or not. Oh, it's buildable coverage, which makes sense because I feel like one layer might have you looking really, really natural because that's what it's looking like so far on me. But I'm actually going for more of a heavier look today. Can you believe it? You know I'm medium coverage shouty. So that was just one layer, which it doesn't feel like I have anything on right now, which is crazy for a foundation stick. Foundation sticks usually feel like super heavy to me. That's why it's like not my favorite. There's some that I like, but cream anything can feel really heavy. So first layer looks really natural. Like this was what I would do like on my normal foundation days because I like this type of coverage on my normal days where I'm just doing like, you know, a little eyeliner, a little mascara, a little blush, a little highlight. But since I said I wasn't holding back today, I was going for much of a more dramatic glam look. I'm gonna add another layer on and see if it still feels as lightweight as it feels right now. Don't forget your neck. Oh my gosh, like this foundation looks literally like skin. See, that's why you gotta bring stuff back. I should have picked this up a long time ago because it looks super natural. It don't look thick. It definitely doesn't look like I did 2 layers, let alone 1. I can do a 3rd one if I was feeling froggy, but I'm not even gonna do that. It's not even necessary. Oh, she's here to stay. She's here to stay, ladies. She's staying right on the desk. I want to use my usual concealer, Heart Shape Tape in Deep. You know, she really ain't going nowhere. All right, got her blended in. Now I'm gonna use my Fenty Beauty Honey Powder. I'm actually gonna use the translucent powder today too. I haven't used setting powder and translucent powder in I don't know how long. Like I said, we're not holding back for this last toot. I ain't even going nowhere. Crazy, right? But this is nothing new. I'm used to dressing up just for myself. Might have me a glass of wine, some Sauvignon Blanc, just to feel like, you know, I'm having a good time or something, you know. CoverGirl Full Spectrum Ebony Bronzer. Yes, darling. Yes, darling. Let me chisel out that chin a little bit too. All right, now back to the chit chat, because I remember last year when I did like my last tutorial of the year, I said some of the goals, or set some of the goals that I wanted to accomplish in the next year. I still think with everything going on, especially with everything going on, it's still very important to like set goals and accomplish stuff, even if it's on a different timeline. It's still important to like prepare, you know? So I think my first goal of 2021 that I was able, you know, there were a couple of you guys that did remind me that I was able to accomplish my 2020 goal as far as posting once a week. I felt like a lot of y'all didn't believe me because I was so inconsistent last year. I was just like over it and I just posted whenever I felt like it. But this year, there was probably like maybe 1 or 2 weeks where I had to skip a week just because there was like an emergency. But for the most part, even if it was a boring video or whatever, I posted every week on me and Yoshi's channel. Somebody give it to me. You don't understand how hard that is and how hard of a goal that was for me. Like, I didn't even think I was gonna be able to achieve it. This is the Laura Mercier translucent powder, by the way. I didn't think I was gonna be able to do it, and I'm really proud of myself that I stayed consistent. So I definitely wanna bring that type of energy into 2021, staying consistent. I feel like that goal though, as far as posting once a week on YouTube, kind of sidetracked me from posting often on Instagram. It's like, it's hard for me to share my attention across all platforms, which is why I was really trying to find an editor. That way I can still stay focused on the other platforms, but child, it just didn't work out that way. So I'm gonna have to muster up some energy because now I want to not only continually post once a week on YouTube, but I need to start posting at least 4 times a week on Instagram, which doesn't seem hard, but it is hard when now there's nowhere to go, nothing to do. I never had to do that before because I just had stuff going on. So that's my first goal. Getting back consistent on Instagram and staying consistent on YouTube. I'm dusting this translucent powder away with my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. And another 2021 goal for me is to find another market for Yoshi. For instance, yeah, she's doing her YouTube thing. Yeah, she's doing her, you know, Yoshi's Corner on Stilo. But my daughter, I mean, I may be biased, but she has held in a lot of her talents. She's like a natural entertainer, and I feel like I want to get more into those. I might have even said this last year, I don't remember, but I want to get more into different genres for her as far as like acting and performing and like really showcasing her talents, because she's really good, and she's been good since she was really little, like as far as memorizing lines and following directions, as far as like, okay, do this emotion while saying that. She's always been really good at that. So with everything else I have going on, I really want to try to get focused more in getting her into like auditioning and vocal lessons and acting lessons, because she's at that like prime age where she will be able to book jobs easier now. She's about to be 10. Oh my God. She's about to be 10. Wow, that's crazy. I'm about to have a 10-year-old child. I tell you, if you would have asked me 10 years ago, woo, if I was going to be able to raise a child as a single mother and actually be able to take care of her without needing help, because when she was first born, give me all the help. I signed up for all the programs, all the stamps, all the vouchers. I was like, how the hell am I supposed to do this by myself? I don't understand. Who does this? I was barely taking care of myself. So how the hell, how? Cleophas. And I'm also one of those people who will like make a goal, like, okay, I really want to do this. If I do this, that'll be amazing. And then I'll accomplish the goal. And instead of like congratulating myself or being like, wow, Ellarie, you did that. You did that. Whoop. You did it. Who did it? You did that. I don't ever have those moments. I rarely ever celebrate like when like great things happen, because I'm already moved on to like the next goal. So it's hard for me to stay in the moment when like I do something like considered major or a big deal. It's hard for me to get excited about it because I'm already like, okay, that was great, but what if I could do this? That would be even greater. And that's something that I also want to work on next year. I want to work on like being in the moment and being happy for myself, being proud of myself, celebrating myself. Like I think all year I may have bought myself, besides like house decorations, like something for myself. I probably bought, I don't know. I probably bought some clothes when we went to Jamaica, but they were all like inexpensive clothes. So honestly, thinking about it, I ain't really done nothing much for myself this year. I do want to buy myself a watch before the end of the year. I've wanted one for a really long time, but I was just like, am I really gonna wear a watch? But I think if it's like a really nice watch, I will wear it. So I definitely want to buy myself a watch to reward myself for my hard work. But yeah, I have a really tough time rewarding myself or congratulating myself or being proud of myself, because my goals are kind of, I set high standards for myself basically. I'm just using a little bit of this blush. It's called Oh She's Different from Patrick Ta. I just found it in my box, so I was just gonna try it. Yosh, on the other hand, I do raise her to be proud of herself, definitely. And she basically has a full-time job, and she's had one since she was like 4 or 5, which is why I do it really big for her on Christmas. It's kind of like rewarding her for all her hard work. As far as her channel is concerned, she gets more views than me. My baby do her thing, and so I always try to make sure like on her birthday or Christmas, I give her whatever she wants. For Christmas, she's definitely gonna get rewarded big time, and I'm gonna try to give myself a little reward too, finally. All right, lastly for the face, I'm gonna try out this highlighter. It's lighter than I usually go, but I don't wanna do a really dramatic highlighter. I just want like a little bit of frost. This is Royal Icing Diamond Balm by Fenty. Y'all probably looking at this like, girl, when have you ever used a highlighter that is not the color of this package? But I'm trying to do different things, you know? I'm only gonna use this smidge just for a little shimmer. All right, now it's time to finish up these eyes. We're almost done, I promise you. The bottom of the eye is really simple. We're just gonna use some matte Graph Black eyeliner pencil, and I'm gonna heavily line the waterline. Now I'm gonna get this side of my Huda Beauty Smoke and Smudge brush, the little smudger side. And I'm gonna go into P&W. And I'm gonna put that on the inner and outer corner of my lower lash line. And I'm pretty much just mimicking what I did at the top as far as having the green on the outside and the gold on the inside. And now finally, I'm gonna use one of my fave mascaras that I just got some more of, Bad Gal Bang by Benefit. And normally I wouldn't dare wouldn't dare put mascara on my eyelash extensions, but as I said, since I'm about to get them redone and I'm missing a lot of them, I'm gonna add a little bit to the top lashes just to darken them up a little bit. I've had these for 3 weeks though. They usually last longer than 3 weeks. Like I can literally, you're not supposed to, but I can literally go 4 or 5 weeks without getting any extensions or till I need, or I feel like I need to get a refill. But these past 2 weeks, I've been crying a lot. And my eyelashes have been super crusty from like the salt from my tears, so they've been like falling out like crazy because I normally never have this many like bald little patches. Shout out to Bossy Winks. This is who does my lash extensions in Atlanta. Finally, I used some of NYX's matte finish setting spray. I sprayed my face already, but the camera wasn't recording per usual. I'm a little rusty. For my lips, I was gonna do a really, actually, you know what? I wasn't gonna do a super bold color. However, I'm wearing my bang bob. So I feel like my bang bob is going to kind of mute out some of this dramaticness in my eyes because my bang is gonna stop like right here. So it's okay to be a little dramatic with the lip. So I'm gonna go for it. This is Fruit Snacks Gloss Bomb Fruit Snacks. That's funny. If you guys watch One More Chance at Love or Mo Chance at Love, One More Chance on Zeus, I know it's kind of crazy, like who watches Zeus? I actually watch it just for that show, and one of the girls' names is Roly Poly Snacks Tonight. Anyways, that's some high quality TV, so if you didn't pay that $4 just to watch that show, you're missing out on one hoot of a time. Anyways, it's called Fruit Snacks. This is my first time trying these and it's kind of feeling like love at first swipe. All right, so let me throw a wig on and give you some close-ups. Okay, bro, that wig was out of the question. I put that thing on and I was getting all types of, you know, you watch those movies where like the lady who kicks everybody's ass, she's sitting at the bar and like drinking a martini. She has like her bob on with her dramatic eye makeup and she's waiting for the guy that's supposed to come so she could scam him and kick his ass. I was getting those type of vibes and it was just too much for a Wednesday. This is too much for a Wednesday, but I just threw a head wrap on. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, it's not bad, but I'm not really feeling it. It's just too much. It's too much. In the beginning, I thought we were connecting and now I feel like totally disconnected. It doesn't look bad. I'm gonna give you some close-ups of the eye look anyway. It just doesn't look like I wanted it to look on me. I definitely would change this lip. Actually, I'm kind of sad because this lip cream is creasing on me. I wasn't prepared for that. I'm gonna wipe this off really quick and I'm gonna try to retract to brown. I'm gonna put on this lip liner though first. It is Coqueta, check the caption, from Ellarie. And I'm gonna put on, yes, I don't know who you are. This is Autumn. It's from Buxom. I've been wearing this gloss a lot for my new glossy lips. I feel like the reason why I'm not as risky anymore as far as what eye looks, because I just don't feel like it looks right on me anymore. I'm not young anymore. Oh my God, I'm young, like don't get me wrong, but I'm not that young girl who I feel like, okay, this is like me, because I'm young and I'm vibrant and I like dramatics. Like now I just feel like this is not me. This is for a younger face or a younger person who's like into this kind of stuff. I'm not into this anymore. It's just too much for me. It doesn't look good on me to me anymore because I don't feel like it's my thing anymore. There's nothing wrong with that, but I hope you guys like it so you don't feel like you wasted your time. I'm obviously gonna use or note everything that I used in the caption below if you guys want to check out anything that I used. Of all the new stuff that I used, which majority of it was stuff that I had never used before, I liked everything. And I really hate to say this because y'all know Fenty is I love me some Fenty. And maybe it was just this color, I don't know, but this creased on me. And I don't know if the others are gonna be like that or if they need some type of base underneath like a liner or a lip prep, I don't know. But so that was like the only thing out of everything that I had issues with. I really like the foundation stick. I obviously love the eyeshadow palette. I'll wear this again, maybe with not such of a dramatic look so that I can just not feel away. So I'm gonna end this off with like one more goal that I would like to accomplish in 2021, other than making more money than I did last year. I want to spend more time with myself, which sounds weird because you were like, girl, you've been quarantining, how much more time do you need by yourself? It's not necessarily by myself, I'm saying like with myself. Like for me now, spending time with myself is like sitting on the couch and watching ratchet TV all day. And instead I want to do something more like beneficial to my mind, body, and soul. Like I want to get a treadmill, I want to start like working out and releasing energy, and I want to maybe even do some yoga, who knows, stretch. I want to become more flexible. I want to have time periods where I just don't think about anything and I clear my mind and exercise my mind and, you know, wipe off or wipe out all that negative energy. People say you do that by kind of like meditating. I'm saying all this stuff is kind of like, it's so not me, but it's so stuff that I want to do because I feel like mentally, like all the challenges that happened this year, I feel like I will be able to handle them better if I know how to like reset myself in those moments. So I want to get more in tune with my body and practice different things that help me like cleanse and detox and refocus my energy, so that, you know, when I'm in stressful situations, or maybe it'll help me work on my patience, which I always thought I was gonna gain more patience when I had a child, which I did, but not as much as I was hoping for. I'm still very, 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 very impatient. So maybe, you know, if I work in some of those great things, mind, body, and soul things, being at one, I'll be able to develop, you know, traits that'll help me with my patience and calming myself down and just refocusing on things that matter. As usual, I would love to hear you guys' goals as well, and it always helps to write them out. I do have a journal. A lot of you guys know I've said this before, I've had a journal since the 6th grade, and I do write my goals there too because I think it's good to actually manifest it and put it on paper. So if you want to leave them in the comments or write them in your own journal, I just want to know some of the things you guys are trying to work on this year and some things you would like to see from me next year. For the people who are still there with me, I do definitely appreciate you guys giving me ideas to be creative and giving me ideas of what you guys would like to see more on my channel, because I do this to entertain you all. So I would definitely like to know what you guys would like to see. Other than that, don't forget to check out Yoshi's channel and stay tuned for the rest of the year. And I really, really love and appreciate you guys very, very much, more than you know. And I hope that you guys are staying safe, happy, and blessed. And until next time, love ya. Mwah.